I'm here in Cyprus and I have in front of me Christopher Sofroniou, a UK Cypriot who has come back to live in Cyprus and made a success of himself. And he's going to tell us all about it. Christopher.
Hello Mike, thanks first for giving me the opportunity to have this interview for you, and congratulations on the very good work you do on a daily basis, which keeps us informed with everything that's going on within our very important community in the UK Cypriots. I was born in London, northwest London, in Hampstead. Not many Cypriots there back then and not many Cypriots today. And I attended primary school there, New End School, which is in Hampstead Village. My parents had gone to the UK to study. I'm the son of Dr. Sofroniou, who was for many years Vice President under Omiros Habilibi of the Cypriot Brotherhood in London, and my mother, Kulla Sofroniou, who worked in various banks and legal firms in the UK. Father being from Evrichou, which is a small village near Kakopetria within the Morphou district, and my mother, whose father, Chambis Charalambous, was from Morphou, and her mother from Crete. So we lived in England for the first 11 years of my life. My father was a professor at various British universities, mainly at Middlesex University in northwest London, and we decided to come back in 1981 as a family. I have two older sisters, one of them that stayed on in the UK back then. My father decided to come back to Cyprus in 1981 under Thatcher. There was an early retirement plan, and he decided to take it, and he was the founder of Inter College, which now is the University of Nicosia. I myself, coming back, joined the junior school and then the American Academy in Nicosia, where I graduated from as my secondary education. From there on, compulsory military service. I served in the Cyprus Air Force, and having graduated from the Cyprus Air Force, finishing actually my military duties, I went to America, to the University of Indianapolis and then Indiana University in America. My first degree was in business management with a concentration in travel and tourism. Then my degree as a whole, the 4 years, was in business management with marketing. And then I followed up with a master's degree in international relations and political science. Coming back to Cyprus, I worked what was then in the Inter College. Inter College is now the University of Nicosia, and I was in the recruitment and development department. Having worked there for a few years, I saw there was a need for a private university counselling service, a placement service, to inform students from Cyprus on opportunities to study abroad. Although Cyprus is a very small country, and before Brexit it was among the top 5 providers of students to the UK, but there wasn't really this service in an organised manner, so we put together Global Education, which has been serving families and students from Cyprus for the last 20 plus years, placing them to study mainly in the UK, but now looking at other destinations in America and other European countries as well. These last 3 years, we've also created Global Sports. Very happy to have your son Dimitri Yakoumi on board with us, who is a great asset, which looks to provide scholarships for talented athletes from around the world to study in America, be it footballers, basketball players, track and field athletes. I've also involved myself in sports in Cyprus. I've been involved on the board of a very famous Cypriot club, the Yenis Akritas Morphou, since 2002, one of the big clubs of Cyprus before the Turkish invasion of 1974, have served for 20 years plus, and for many of those as its chairman, of which I still am today the chairman of the club, with a vision over the last couple of years to develop the club's academies, so that the club can develop its own youth talent and see them successfully move on to the first team. Also had an interest in politics, been involved for many years from a young age actually in bi-communal workshops with Turkish Cypriots in order to work towards reuniting the island. I've served as president of the youth of the Liberal Democrats of Cyprus, Enomeni Dimokrates, former president George Vasiliou's party. And in that position I had a lot of involvement in Brussels as the political party's European representative. In 2011 I left the party and was invited by President Anastasiadis to join Δημοκρατικός Συναγερμός, which is basically the Conservative Party of Cyprus. He had elected me among 4 people to run as meritoriously selected candidates by him on the Nicosia ballot for the Conservative Party of Cyprus, which I did, and I've been involved in various sort of committees, subcommittees of the party, especially on matters concerning international relations, the Cyprus issue, and matters concerning the Cypriot community and the repatriation of Cypriots in Cyprus, which is a difficult experience for many people when they come to Cyprus to adjust and find jobs. I'm happily married to Despo Haralambous, who is her roots are from Labithos, Kyrenia district. I have 3 kids. Melanie, my eldest daughter, who is 16, Vanessa, who is 12, and Alexis, who is 11 years old. And I get on day to day by combining work with football, things that please me, and keeping a balance in life. Miss London very much. Try to visit as much as possible. Still got family and friends there. I make an effort to be there at least twice a year and see all my beloved people in London.
Well, thank you for that, Christopher, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you so very much, Mike.